All right, we're here at RSA 2013, and I'm speaking with Bill Munroe, who's the Vice President of Marketing at Vertices, which is a partner of Titus. Hi, Bill.
Hello, how are you?
I'm great, thanks. Thanks for speaking with us today.
My pleasure.
So I want to talk a bit about the relationship between Titus and Vertices, how that started, and what the relationship is with the companies.
Sure. Well, it started actually quite a few years ago when a customer over in Europe was looking at data protection and also looking at classification. And as you know, we have some classification capabilities, but they're based on contextual information or content information. And it misses an important leg, third leg of that piece of classification, which is a user who creates a sensitive document being able to take that document and classify it themselves. The relationship started when a customer came to us and said, we need you to add in this very critical user classification capability into your other pieces, and we then want to have your audit and control capabilities based on that classification. So now in this client over there where we did the integration, a user can bring a sensitive file up, they can mark that file with the Titus solution as secret, and when that file moves around and one of our agents picks it up, it will see the secret tag and it will apply a policy related to the secret rules. Cannot go to Gmail, cannot go into Dropbox, must be encrypted on USB, and we automatically pick that tag up. So a customer asked us to do it, we started that, we immediately saw the importance of it, and not as much in a financial customer like in Europe, but actually in manufacturing companies. In Taiwan, there's a semiconductor manufacturer, and they had the same request. My design engineers are the closest people to what is a new project versus what is an old one. The name itself, the context of the document may not define that, but I know my engineers know the projects. I want them to tag the data, and so that type of user classification became important. We then went and asked you guys, could we create a partnership? And we would like to embed and OEM the product into ours, and then we actually resell it ourselves because we think it's such a great solution. So now it's become an integral part of our solution, and we roll it out across many of our different customers.
And what brought you to Titus? How did you hear about us? How did you know that we were doing this sort of solution that you needed?
We actually, our first introduction was through Eric Goulet in Gartner, right, where he had brought up, hey, have you talked to these guys? Because of course they're very close to where you're all located. And then the customer in Europe, the big bank in Europe, was the next one to bring us up. And so we met Blair and we started the introductions, and it went from there.
So you talked about a couple customers requesting this feature. What are you hearing now from other customers that you're speaking with about your product and integrating with Titus?
Well, user classification in and of itself has become critically important. The Obama administration documents that came out just the last week around cyber threat defense bring out watermarking and user classification in them. So it's become a critical part of the entire data protection regime. If you think about it, one of the biggest challenges is knowing what data is actually sensitive and being able to track that going across the enterprise. Most companies have no ability to understand that. With our products, they do have that ability. That's why it's become critically important. We see the demand growing with every customer we talk to.
Great. Thank you so much for your time today.
Pleasure. Thank you very much for coming by.